Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Today's question comes from a house cleaner who is curious to know what is the big deal about wearing gloves when you clean houses. She says, I clean with non-toxic chemicals, so the chemicals are not getting on my hands. And she says, when I touch the surfaces of things, I can't feel if they're clean if I have gloves on. So is it really important that I wear gloves? Well, the answer to that is yes, it is important. And it reminds me of the mortician who's preparing a body and the assistant comes in and says, oh my gosh, you're not wearing gloves. And the guy that's preparing the body says, don't worry about it. He's not going to catch anything. He's already dead, right? So it's funny because the germs, we're not concerned now about the dead person. We're more concerned about you yourself. So as you're cleaning someone's home, and I'm not accusing our customers of having germs, but there are germs everywhere. And other people's germs are different from your germs. Now you live in your own house, and so you have an immunity buildup to the types of germs that you have in your house. You do not, however, have an immunity to the germs that other people have. And you don't know where the germs are coming from. You might go into a kitchen and the kitchen cupboard looks like it's completely clean. And so you would assume, well, there are no germs on this cupboard. But moments before, a kid could have come in and put his soccer shoes on the top of that countertop. So you just have no idea. So about the gloves, do I recommend that you wear gloves? Yes. Yes, 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 absolutely. They're very inexpensive. You can buy them in a box. A box is 200 and these you can buy at Costco. I will put a link in the show notes to the place where I actually buy most of my gloves. These I did buy at Costco because I ran out, but there's a company I've been using for years. Now they're inexpensive. These particular ones are about 5 cents a piece. So 5 cents to keep the germs off of you, right? And there are house cleaners that say when I wear these, they make my hands clammy. Okay, your hands are going to get clammy, and that's just part of wearing gloves. Your hands are going to get clammy, and then when you're done, they can air out and they will repair themselves, right? These are my hands after 25 years of cleaning houses. And so I'm protecting my hands by wearing the gloves. It's all kinds of little things that you don't necessarily see, but if you go to dig something up with your fingernail, the germs and that gunk can go underneath your fingernail. And you don't want that. If you have gloves on, that will prevent that. And so do I recommend them? Yes, I do. Now, my hands also get clammy, and sometimes they get cracked and they dry. And so at night when I go to bed, I just get a regular tub of Vaseline. And these are gloves that you can buy at Walmart or the dollar store or whatever. They're very inexpensive little gloves. And I just coat my hands in Vaseline, and then I put the little gloves on them and I go to sleep at night. And that heals all the cracked, peeling, dry skin so that my hands are as good as new. And so if you can be my age and you can have these kind of hands, and these are the hands that I've had my whole life, then this is working, right? And another thing that I recommend is when you wear gloves, that prevents you from, for example, like I have allergies. And so it would be easy if my eyes are itching or watering to like scratch my eyes or rub my eyes. But I don't do that when I have the gloves on because I don't want the latex or the nitrile in my eyes. So it has trained me not to scratch my nose and my eyes and stuff while I'm cleaning. And that way I'm not transferring germs, I'm not transferring cleaning chemicals, I'm not transferring the latex or the nitrile to my eyes or my nose or any of the places where then I can pick up germs. But in the last 14 years, I haven't called in sick at all. I credit that to my apple cider vinegar lemon juice that I drink every morning, which is nasty. But it's also wearing gloves. It's also protecting your hands. Now, when I go to the grocery market, lots of the grocery stores, Costco, Walmart, they all have little handy wipes when you walk in. And you can clean your hands and you can wipe down the shopping cart so that you don't transfer other people's germs as you go. Now, my suggestion is not to become a germaphobe, but if protecting your hands and protecting you from the germs is important, then even in the door of your car, I have some hand sanitation and then I have some lotion. So I will hand sanitize my hands. And this is like if you go through a drive-thru and you hand someone your credit card or you hand them cash, you're dealing with your car, you're dealing with money, you're dealing with other people's germs because they touched your credit card and all those things. I sanitize my hands now before I eat my food so that I don't transfer those germs into my body. So recommending that you wear gloves, absolutely. It's super, super, super important. And as far as not being able to feel the clean, if you're running your hands along the insides of tubs and toilets and stuff like that, oh my goodness, more than anything, you want to have gloves on. You don't want that absorbed into your skin, because if it's dirty and you can feel that it's dirty, wow, that's now on your skin. And you can say, well, yeah, I can wash my hands, and I hope that you do. But while you are cleaning, just get in the habit of wearing gloves. I'm really, really emphatic about this, because I have seen people that don't wear gloves and then they get sick all the time. And then they're out for a week worth of work because they got sick and they have to stay at home. So just protect yourself and your business by taking necessary precautions and wearing gloves. These are just disposable gloves. Wear disposable gloves while you're cleaning, because not only is it a good idea, but it can prevent you from getting sick. Alrighty, so that's my tip for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.